Right, good morning everyone. Now as you can see, I've got my frame out and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And I've drawn the rectangle, put a house, some holes and whatnot. And basically what I'm going to do is embroider it. And I'm using wool. This is the knitting wool that I've got left, you know, from my knitting projects. And it comes in handy. I don't like to waste it at all. Now you don't need long pieces or too long. And I'm just going to be doing some various stitches. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start here because I want to test it. I'm using my large 6-inch doll needle. Now I am putting a knot. In fact, I'm going to double knot mine because it is wool and I don't want it pulling through like that. But what you do is you actually need to take the wool out. I'm going to make like grass, and to do that, yeah, I need to wrap my wool around my needle. That's 10, 11, 12. And then I'm just going to, you twist it on your finger. Oh, sorry. You twist it on your finger and put your knot in. So I'm not sure if you saw that. I wrapped it round and then just twisted it around my finger. And put the knot in the top, which stops it from pulling through. It should. Now whether that works, I don't know. I can't remember. It's a long time since I've done this sort of thing. Thread your needle with your wool and pull that through. And it should leave like a long grass effect. Like that, see? And I'm happy with that. So again... I need to bring that up. It's putting the wool on your needle and off the needle a lot, but it works. I'm just going to do that. Let's couch that on. Take my needle off, pop my needle back down. Like I say, wrap it round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can do this. It all depends on the length of the grass that you want. So they don't all have to be the same at all. The last stitch, cross it over and pull like that. And then thread your needle. Pull that through all those little loops you've just made on the needle. Can be a bit tricky, but you just bear with it, stick with it. See, that's that knot. And there we go. Just pull it through. And you've made another one. And it looks like grass. It's fun. Actually, I'm not sure if I do need to keep putting that on my needle. I hope you're seeing that bit. So I'm just going to go in behind that and bring that up. That's it. And then poke my needle back down. Just take that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then twist it and pop that on. See, I've twisted it. And then thread it through. And gently ease that through all those little stitches that you've just done. And there you go. And you can make little grass tufts and things like that. So I'm just going to continue. Twist the last knot. That's what stops it from pulling through the other side. And then gently ease that through. And there you go. And eventually it'll, you know, you can couch them down slightly so that they look like plants. See, we can couch them down and your picture starts to come to life. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And I'm standing for this job, folks. I hope you know. Because it's just easier. Put 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Twist the last one. Sorry, my frame should be, I need it tighter. Like that. Thread your needle through. It grows pretty quick when you get going. But, you know, there's technique. I know loads of techniques and loads of things, crafty things. You know, it's, I was brought up crafting, if you know what I mean. Look at that. Now I could make a flower out of that or something, or put flowers in it. But I want to make this grassy patch here. And I don't want to go anywhere over. Let me just say. So I'm going to bring my grassy patch like that. And then I'll have bushes here. So it's going to take time. But I'm fine with that. You just keep going. Like that. Pop my needle back through. I can do them longer or shorter, it doesn't matter. But it's really, you know, come on girls, you need to learn different techniques. And the sort of crafts, you can sell these. When they're done, you can sell them and make money on them. Now, bring the arm over a little bit. Let me just see if I can raise that down. Just so you can see. Oops. Yeah, maybe that'll help. Okay. I just don't want my... People are complaining about my voice. My breathing, not my voice. I do apologise for that. There's nothing I can do about it. Right, I've got enough on here to do another one. So, couch that in. And wrap it round. Yeah, the camera's in the way really. So what we do with this, twist it onto the needle. Thread that through. You don't need to thread it through too much. And pull that down, you see. So see how quick it can grow. I'm doing it 12 times, but you can do it more than that if you want. Twist it around. Oops. I need the frame. I need Raymond to tighten the frame up for me. Well, I could do it. I could find a screwdriver. Like that. Then thread that through. And this is where you can use up all your scraps of wool from your knitting. Like I say, I do lots of different... It's cute, isn't it? We're going to be doing French knots. It's a little country scene. basically. Now I know I did last night, I started on that book doing more things in it, so I will share that with you eventually. I'm going to be switching from project to project. I have to remember that not everybody likes flowers, not everybody likes embroidery, not everybody. So I'm doing a little bit of everything to satisfy as many people as possible. But I will keep going back to the projects. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, sorry. The camera's in the way now, I can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push that down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push that down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're doing slow stitching, you can add this onto your project. What a fab way to add something different. Isn't it? Oops, don't want that too much. I think it's brilliant. Great way to do things. I didn't cast off the other one underneath, which I shall have to do shortly. So another one there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just thought I'll take you through the process of, oh, what am I doing? Through the process of doing something new. And it's very therapeutic. It can take time to, you know, build on. But at the end of the day, what else have we got to do with our time, ladies and gents? Please, please have a go. Oops, I keep pulling it through and I don't need to. You just need that. Like that. They're so easy, aren't they? And it just looks like grass. I'm going to have to try and sort my frame out. God, I've done it again. I keep forgetting you don't need to pull it through, Fee. Just ease it through. Isn't that great? Just think of you know, wildlife or something like that. You could do different birds and you do all sorts with it. I love it, but I've never shown it before. And I have to be honest, I did have to go back and watch some other ladies' videos because I'd forgotten how to do certain stitches that I'm going to be sharing with you. You know, it's when you're not doing things for a long time, it's very similar to your mixed media stuff drying up if you don't use it, because you forget what you've got. And each one's different. That's what I love about them. Try and do them close-ish together. And you can get quite a few out of a strand, but don't do too many, your strand's too long. There's no point in doing that. There's the edge of the path, you see, so I want to get as many done as I possibly can. Probably get one more out of this. I used to do all sorts of tapestries. I want to do another tapestry. I did a floral cottage and garden, oh god, I didn't do that, did I? Many years ago. And I can't find it, and I think we left it when we lived on the Isle of Wight. Then I also did a drayman, you know, the horse and cart with the beer. And that went missing, and I've never been able to find them. I don't know what happened to them, but I absolutely loved them. And back then, you know, they took a long time to do. Today everything's set ready for you, the pictures and all, you know. Right, so I'm just going to tie these two ends underneath. Just tie them in knots. Every time you get two, give them a good tie. And then you can cut them out the way. So I'll basically just tie them in knots underneath. And then tap my scissors and clip them off. Now that's okay, and then out the way. But isn't that good? So like I say, I am going to continue. If you want to continue watching, well, I'll do something different. I'm going to do this, the roof. Let's just share that with you so you can see what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to be using the dark brown to start with. And these are just all the balls of wool that I finished after knitting. And I keep them all. So what we're going to do now is a French knot. I want a row of the French knot here. And then I'm going to be stitching the roof in a lighter one. But just for now, I'm just going to knot my wool. And we'll just do different stitches so you can see this. Okay. And it's just knitting wool. Wrap it round 3 times. Go back down at the side where you've just come up. Pull that through. I tend to hold on to mine just to be safe. And you've made that knot. So I'll do that again. It's really hard with the camera in front of me, but I am trying. Like that. 1, 2, 3, and then back down at the side. And I hold it down. Now these don't have to be, it doesn't have to be a proper straight line or anything. This is like a vintage cottage. Your wool can twist, but just stick with it. Like I say, don't cut them too long. Now, I might just get a knot in that. And that's the French knots. You can do 2 wrap rounds or 3 or even more. I generally just do the 3. And I like that size and shape of the knot. Now I bought this frame a while ago, and I do have one that stands on the floor so that I can sit and do it from there, you know, at the side of it. But that's up in the attic, in the loft, should I say. And so I bought this one for using on the desktop. Now if you start to feel your thread twist, once you've pulled it through, untwist it. Just untwist it back again to where it was, and it'll be fine. And like you say, you can work pretty quick with this lot. Funny how they all look different, yet I've done the same stitch with the same amount of twists. Right, I'm just going to see if I can move my camera. Yes, I think you can. It's out my way now. I can actually move about. The camera was in my way. I'm just going to untwist it. It got twisted up. Oops. And I like the way it's uneven. Like that. I'm going to do one more, then I'm going to change my thread because it's getting very knotty, or twisted should I say. And I will leave that to one side, and then what I'll do, hang on, I know what to do. So it doesn't get in the way of the other when I start the new one. I'm just going to bring the thread up like that, out the way. I think that's it. Right, so I'm just going to get some more wool. Like I say, just work with small amounts. And then when I go to tying this off, I will make sure that the one I've just pulled up through the canvas, and that's what I'm working on, calico, a medium. Yeah, when I pull it up, tie it off, I can attach the two together and just put a knot in them underneath like I did before with the grass. Pull it down, hold it firm. Right, I'm just seeing what you can see because I've just risen the mat up, at the frame up a little bit for me because I was bending too low down. It started to hurt my back. Right, okay. Just see what you. I just need to see what you can see. I think you can see this bit, so I'm moving over here. That's much better for me. I'm going to pull that a little bit tighter. Nearly at the end. There we go. That section, I want to put one here because this is the back of the house. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to pull that thread back through what I've just had here, and I'm going to fasten it to this one. But in order to do that, I now need to just tip this back, and I'm sewing through each of the stitches at the underneath until I meet the one that I finished with last time. Then I'm going to tie them in a knot and cut them, and that just tidies the back up. I don't need to go in and do it all later. Save any bits of thread that you cut off, because you can do one of these, you know, something else with it. So now I'm going to go in for the lighter brown. Now you can add, you don't have to have it all, you can add fabrics and that. Like if I really wanted to, I could cut this and add that. But I'm not going to. I'm going to stitch mine for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom here on this end. Now I'm going to split this because I think it'll be better if I do. So we're going to do smaller stitches like that, and we'll alternate them, I think. And you know what we forgot to put on? Chimney. Forgot about that. Actually, that isn't how a chimney looks. So let's get this right. If I was to do that, it would be there. And that would be like that. So we'll just play around. So all I'm going to do is long stitch. Now I'm not bothered if there's gaps between them, because I'm going to go back and fill them in. And I may want to put some other colours in as well. So right now, in fact I might do that the opposite way. So I might come up from there, because I want to keep them as straight as I possibly can. But it doesn't have to be. Now hang on, because it seems a bit, I've caught it here. I see what I've done. I've gone through the knotted bit, but never mind, that's fine. I want to try and tuck the stitches behind here, the French knot. I wish the bloody weather had make its mind up. One day it's hot, one day it's cold, one day it's raining, then it's all three. You can't just have a settling day. For some reason. But you see that? That looks okay. I'm happy with that. I went to see my grandchildren yesterday. Or we did, should I say. There's two of us here. And they're so funny. Our Bobby, she's 9. And she was 9 in February. But oh my God, she's like an old woman. I think the stuff she comes out with. And she knows the meaning of the words she speaks, you know what I mean? So the mum had done gammon for tea instead of a roast. And they're going, oh, I want that. We want Shasta. I think Aaron wanted a burger. I want Burger King. Oh no, he wanted an Indian, and she wanted the Burger King. I don't know what they got. Best thing about doing one of these, I'm using the same big needle. I could use the 6-inch one, I suppose, but you can't really get your thread through when it's wool. Now I'm stood, aren't I, like I said before, but my legs are starting to hurt, so, and my feet. So I suppose it's not the best thing to do. Let me just see if I can sit down and do this. Oh! I can sit down and move the arm. Oops. That's not good. No. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'm going to turn that around. See if I turn that around and pull it that way, I now need to move you over there. See? Like that. That's just easier. So what I'm going to do is tie these two pieces together from the back. I'm going to do another row in here so we can see the gaps of the smaller knot. Right, so that's the first row done. Now I'm going to be doing the top row, and I'll start this end. But I want I'm not doing an exact line. I'm going to go down into this one, which will make it look a little bit more thatched. See, just take it down like that. And I still want to go in with odd colour here and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this bit of thread, and then I'm going to go on to something else like the trees, just because I want you to see what I'm doing with each thing, and then it makes a full video for me now, and then I can come back every now and again and share with you the next step that I'm doing, if you know what I mean. Like that. One more here. So I'll do that all the way along. And that's that done. Now I'm going to keep it upside down for the trees. Hopefully you can see that. I don't want to go to that green, but that I've had for the grass. But what I'm going to do is two-tone that green, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to do my light coming in from this side. So half, and well, not quite half of that will be lime green, like this green. I like green. And I think what I'll do is I'll start from the bottom of the tree. You might be able to see that a little bit better. Again, using similar stitches. Get that hair. Or fibre, whatever it is. But these are going to be random. So they won't be uniformed or anything like that. And there'll be different sizes as well. You want it to be able to look, sorry. Different. I'm going to have to move the camera out, folks. It's getting on my nerves because I keep banging it. So... like that. Sorry, I hope you can see. I know this could be a little bit tighter, so I might go off and tighten it up. Right, hang on, because I need to bring that green up off the other one because it's getting in the way. Just bring it up away from where you're stitching, then you're not catching it, and bring it up through your canvas like that. I love the chunkiness of that. And this is a great way of practicing stitches. I'm going to do a nice long stitch there. I think they've come out really well. And I'm going to put one more in there. Pull that back through the green and tie those two off together. Yeah, so I've pulled the thread through, as you can see, so it's not in the way. And now what I'm going to do is just to do some more on the trees, I think. Yeah, I don't have a different shade of green. I might do. Hang on. Right, I found a different green. It is a lighter green, but I'm not fussed about that at all. I can add a little bit of darkness as well, a darker green I mean, because like I said, we can come back and work on the others. I just wanted to share with you the sort of things you can do to make yourself a picture using threads, wools, fabrics. I may put some fabric in this yet. I hope you're still seeing everything I'm doing. I will be putting, like I say, a bit of dark green in it. And may try a smaller needle, but I like these because they're good for gripping for me. I like this non-uniform, I like the way the stitches intermingle rather than side by side. It's so much, not like that, but I like them like this. It's so much neater. And it's just, you know, better to look at, to be honest. In my opinion, anyway. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you're enjoying the videos. If you're not enjoying the videos, there are over, well, now 6,000 again videos to go and browse at on my channel. You know, 6,000. There's over 800 flowers. Plenty for you to go and browse at. It's just plenty. Right, I'm going to go back and put a little bit of the dark green in. I will take a picture of it and you'll be able to see it. I didn't remove that thread, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter, I've got it now. So I'm going to do both trees the same. So this is the book. Now, let me just raise that up so you can actually see. Okay. Haven't put the front cover on yet, but do you remember I did those? Stitched all that, and I've still got this to do. I've got more to do on them, but I'm just doodling. Don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. Finish the bits off here, got the end to do. Started the apple, started the plum with a pip. I do need to back these, obviously. Did the orange, put some grass in as well. Did the grapes. This is a bottle I've got to bring out a little bit further with a darker colour. Stood on the deck. Some more cherries and the blueberries. I've took one of those off because I didn't like it. It just looked like a pair of boobs and I don't like that. Got to back the back of this. And that's all I've done so far. But it's coming on and it's a nice thick book. So that's that. I will be back, like I say, to sort this out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care and I'll speak to you all soon. See you in part 2. Bye bye for now.